Facts can be a dangerous thing. You know, the Washington Post did a study on Black Lives Matter. Was it a violent movement? Was it a peaceful movement? Was there a whole lot of damage? Check this out, then let's take it on the other side because a lot of people are going to be shocked by this.
The Washington Post has this fact check. This summer's Black Lives Matter protesters were overwhelmingly peaceful, our research finds. Here's what we found based on the 7,305 events we've collected. The overall levels of violence and property destruction were low, and most of the violence that did take place, wait for it, was directed against the Black Lives Matter protesters. Only 3.7% of the protests involved property damage or vandalism. Some portion of these involved neither police nor protesters, but people engaging in vandalism or looting alongside the protests. In short, our data suggests that 96.3% of events involved no property damage or police injuries, and 97.7% of events, no injuries were reported among participants, bystanders, or police.
To your point, Nicole, that the same cannot be said for the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Millions of dollars in damage to property, definitely injuries, deaths that occurred as a result of that day. So, you know, you would think that that would be a serious and urgent problem in need of addressing with legislation at the state level, since so many of these people came from different parts of the country to converge on the Capitol and the U.S. Capitol. But that is not the conversation that we're having. We're instead having a conversation about what to do about these overwhelmingly peaceful people who are calling for an end to violence against themselves and their community, and what should be done about that. You have to ask why.
It's a good numerical contrast.
It is amazing. We talk a lot about Republican projection. You know, do you remember they went to D.C.? One of them went to D.C. Because the pedophiles, the Clintons, were into teen trafficking, child trafficking. Turns out one of their own. That's what they're being accused of right now. That is what they're being studied for right now. Now they're talking about who are the violent ones. Who are the ones that attacked our capital? Who are the ones that were insurrectionists? No. The Black Lives Matter and organizations like that, they're trying to make lives better for people who have been aggrieved. The other side with the insurrectionists, they're just trying to ensure that power remains for a select group of people. No more, no less. Let's get the facts straight. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.